doing now, and a hangout, which I'm going to be doing at the conference. All it is a big hangout. That's all it is.
Okay.
All it
Okay.
is. And rather than showing your face, I'll be showing the speaker's face.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the code from this hangout, and I'm going to my web page that you're watching now, that you're looking at now, and I'm embedding that. I'm putting it. I don't know if you use WordPress or whatever, but I'm taking the code and let's see here. I'm putting it on this page, internetmedicine.com/watch. I'm putting it on a particular page so that people can just can see the conference. All they need is a browser.
Yeah. Right.
They don't have to go into Gmail account. They don't have to go to YouTube bullshit. They can just go to a web page address, which is in this case internetmedicine.com/watch.
Right.
I'm going to be the guy, the guy moving the code of every presenter onto the page, so that they just need to remember one page for the conference, and they can see it all.
Yeah. So it's literally you're creating a hangout, and then you're broadcasting it from your iPhone.
Yes.
Right. And that iPhone is going to be relaying it to your website where you have embedded the hangout code. Is that right?
Right. Right.
Okay, yeah, that's smart. I mean, it makes perfect sense.
yeah, and it's straightforward and it's
really,
simple as
pretty
hell.
simple.
It's simple as hell. I didn't realize you could televise so well with an iPhone. I thought you had a special camera, but obviously you don't.
Yeah, no, that's exciting stuff. It's definitely doable. So you're gonna be televising the conference this coming. Is it on Friday?
Yeah, till Friday at 10 o'clock.
Okay, and I just go to this website, or where would I go to see that?
Yeah, at this address.
Okay. All right.
internetmedicine.com/watch.
Okay.
And let me get off the screen share here so you've seen it.
I'll be watching.
Yeah, okay, you can give me some tips. Hold on, let me, you know how the chat feature works here, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm just going to give you the web address. You probably already have it.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Okay, that's the, you've seen the website, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, that's taken me a long time to build, but one thing that I'm learning, I mean, just because you build I think a pretty content-full website does not guarantee making money.
No, yeah.
It's that part of the game is difficult and it's new to me.
Right.
But I'm seeing now that the quickest revenue source for me, and maybe you could get involved in this too, in the Washington D.C. area.
Yeah.
There's certainly no shortage of conferences, and this is a way. I mean, sure, you and me have good ideas about building a library of surgical videos, but you know what? It's going to take a while before that puts bread on the table.
Yeah.
Because education, you're going to see, and maybe you're smarter than I am, but you're going to see that educational sectors do not pay for a long time. But something like this will pay pretty quickly. Where if we can go to conference people and say, look, we can televise your conference with with technology. We won't tell them it's an iPhone because they'll throw us out of the conference.
Right.
But we'll say here's the work we've done. We're gonna televise your conference, and maybe we'll find out it's better to use other stuff. But for now, just to get the thing rolling, I've got to put one in the can. And show that we have a good quality video that we're going to show. And I think that's a good revenue source to start with.
Right.
And hopefully, you can be part of the team in Washington D.C. because that's part of the business model is to get local people like you.
Yeah.
To say, Neb's your first name, right?
Yeah. Right.
Say, Neb, there's a conference in D.C., XYZ. So I don't have to pay your airfare. I don't have to pay your hotel. I don't have to pay for your food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way this revenue model will work, where people in areas where we have my central website, internetmedicine.com, where I have people from Philly, Washington, Indianapolis. We have from cities that live there, so it cuts out a huge expense. And we're able to go to conference people that some of them have televised it, probably paid a big amount of money, or I'd never televised it before.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can reach some of those. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
That's why I was so glad that the glass people came to me. That gives me an in, like good, a chance to get on the stage, to show it. And I put 3 weeks together of dynamite, kick-ass conferences.
Right.
I mean, I've reached the thought leaders, and not because, Neb, that I'm a big name doc, but I'm just this doc that comes to them with a technology that's very interesting. The Hangout technology, to a lot of people, now maybe you picked it up quickly, but to a lot of people, it's an interesting, fun tech. I mean, I've had a great time reaching thought leaders in Google Glass that that want their message to be heard in the community, and you hit it. We got to build a community. We got to build a community of Google Glass in medicine, not only surgery, but in medicine.
Yeah.
I've got the G+ page. I don't know if you. Let me show you the page. I don't know if you've seen it. And take down the URL. Hold on, let me bring it to the page, because I see what's happening. The key the key is building, and you hit it right on the nail, right on the head. The key is building the community.
Yeah.
Of getting these people to come to our page, to exchange ideas, and to have hangouts with each other. I mean, it's not only good for us as far as making money, but it's good for the field of medicine to have a one place where people can exchange ideas. And hopefully we can provide that.
Yeah.
And by having the central place, we can monetize that.
Right.
Okay, now here's, let me screen share this. Oh, hold on here. Whoop, I'm in the wrong screen here. You can share that. Okay. I've already had the community page done.
Okay.
You see it?
Yes. Okay. So is it a Google? Is it a group or?
You see Google Glass in medicine? Do you see it? Okay.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, that's going to be the community page. It's a Google Plus page on my website, internetmedicine.com. Now, why is that important? Because the keywords in internetmedicine.com mean a lot as far as rankings and traffic. I'm getting about 1,000 people a day now, which is not easy to get to, but it's good for the future too, and it's also good. I've started building up an inventory of videos in the area of Google Glass in medicine. Now that Google loves that. They love that. The more videos you put on your G+ page and YouTube page, which, as you know, they own YouTube, the higher rankings you're going to get, the more people are going to see your videos. The more people that probably will see your videos that you stream from Google Glass, you're going to get more traffic, more attention. And so the page is already built. Now, right now, I have the conference name, The Future of Wearable Technology here. Okay. That's going to be erased as soon as the conference is over. I'm going to put another graphic up there that's going to have just Google Glass in medicine. Now, that's the page we're going to want to promote. And let me show you the. I mean, do you understand Google Plus at all?
I don't use it that much, but I'm familiar.
Okay. Well, that is the future with Google Glass. You know why? It's all integrated with Google Glass.
Yeah, right.
It's all integrated. Google. They know, man. They know the future. Your G Plus is going to be integrated with your Google Glass, which is integrated with your Gmail account. I mean, they've got it. They've got it, man. They're ahead of the ball game. And they also knew about the concept of community, which you seem to get right away.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only are we going to have a G Plus and medicine page, there's also Glass. I haven't even started promoting it yet. I'm going to have a community of you see that page, Glass Medicine.
Right.
Now this is a page where that we really need to promote, because this is where people are going to interact.
Yeah.
You're gonna say, hey, I just got a surgical video from this person, and you know, and people start talking to each other. This is a community. It's not going to be just me or you posting stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be people interacting.
Right.
Forming a real community. And it's going to take people like you and me and other people, you know, interacting and building the community. You know, I've seen other communities being built. Let me show you one that's a fantastic community.
Okay.
That I'll show you. These guys got it down as far as knowing how a community works, and I'll explain why. Enable. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me get off this one. And this is a community that, and I'll tell you a story about. Let's see. Enable. Okay, come on. And it's called E. Yeah, mark this down too.
Yeah.
If you want to see how a great medical community works, this is the one. Part Enable. Okay. This medical community is the best of the best.
Okay.
Ask to join. No, shit. I already am joined. Let me go. I got to go back to my main page because I'm joined in another. I guess another
account.
Yeah. So. No, this is the guy. See Eddie K.
Yeah.
This guy's huge in 3D printing.
Okay.
You know 3D printing is going to be giant.
Right.
And not just in medicine. This guy's on the ground floor. Eddie K. He has a community. I'll bring it to 3D print. This guy's on the ground floor of a huge. I think it's 3D. Okay, wait a minute. 3D print. Oh. Okay, this is his. Well, this can't be this site. Here, let me go back to him.
Sure.
Maybe. Okay. He has a huge 3D printing. I mean, he's going to clean up. He's on the ground floor of that, and he's got a very active community of 3D printers, and not only in medicine. There'll be 3D printing food, for God's sake.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
3D printing. I'm serious. And then, you know what?
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
I've heard of that before. I think I've seen a company that's making like candy, like 3D printed candy or something.
Yeah, the 3D printing food. Before long, I think they're going to be 3D printing CAT scans. Seriously, they'll be doing it. They'll be doing all kinds of medical equipment. They'll be 3D scanning. That's where the future is, and they're gonna be doing. I mean, okay, here's the community, awesome community. Okay. You gotta check it out. E-Enable. Ask to join.
All right.
I'm sure they'll accept you. But it's essentially engineers, medical people around the world.
Yeah.
That crowdsource on building 3D prosthetics for the hand.
Okay.
And man, they do a great job. They make 3D prosthetics for kids that are born without limbs, without hands, congenital defects. And they build it, and it's all crowdsourced. A fantastic community. and they interact. You know, they get a project, they put their heads together and figure out how to build these 3D printed hands. You
Right.
know, they did one hand where they built it for less than, I think, $500, and they gave it to a guy that had a prosthetic that cost him 25,000. He said the $500 one was better. So
Okay.
that's where the future's headed.
Right.
And these guys, but the reason why I'm showing you this page is they know how to build a community. I mean,
Right.
they're excellent. And that guy, Eddie Kay, from that 3D printer forum, which I'll send you the URL later, I can't find it. But he tried to get them to move their forum over to his site, but they said no.
Oh, interesting.
They were smart because they know they built an excellent community, and I'm glad to see they didn't want to move because it's excellent. It might destroy what they have.
Okay.
They really have a good, and I would really like to imitate what they're doing. But
Yeah.
if you spend some time looking at it, you'll see how community can be, and that's how I hope a glass and medicine community can be, to get people, you know, crowdsourcing, bringing information. Now, how's that going to benefit you and me? If you once we develop a community, then you're able to say, hey, come to this conference. We're going to have a virtual conference, and Google Glass surgical streaming videos, and it'll be done by Neb and we could actually have virtual conferences, and we can charge for that. You know, stuff like that. You can charge for, and whatever, you know, if we get a good amount of traffic of niche viewers, there's going to be medical people that come to us that say, hey, we have a product we want to show you. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It'll be very easily monetizable, but it's going to be good for medicine, and it'll be good for making money. So that's the short of it. But yeah. I'm really glad I hooked up with you, because I knew I'd meet people like you along the way, because I think it's a winning technology.
Yeah.
It's a winning. You know what you're doing with the video is amazingly ahead of your time, because what I have working for me, Neb, is I have time. I'm working the web. I'm an MD, but I work on the web full time.
Yeah.
But it's going to take people like you. I can't do it myself. It's going to take people like you to do stuff and to help me. It'll be there. Might be able to do it alone, but it's going to be very much easier for both of us if two people can work at it, and add people as we go along as we see fit. But yeah, the first step for me, I knew from the start, is to put one in the can, which I'm going to do when I go up there tomorrow. We're going to put that. We're going to prove that we can do a medical conference with just an iPhone and just a Hangout tech. No frills. We'll be able to, go in and televise your conference for $10,000, as well as putting together. Let me show you the page of videos that the Hangouts I've done for 3 weeks, and it's on the same URL. Matter of fact, you can copy those video URLs. And I keep it on running. Okay, it's the same page. This is the watch page, but I'm building up. You see the archive? Am I showing? I'm not showing that.
I'm not seeing it.
I'm not screen sharing. Let me. I'm so excited. Okay, here. Well, you're not. Are you seeing that? No, you're not seeing that. I don't know what happened here. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Yeah, sometimes it seems to happen with screen share.
Yeah.
Let me. I perhaps did the wrong one. Hold on. Okay, you seeing that? Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Now these, I'm gonna make the screen larger so you see it. Hold on, Ken. Hold on. Okay. You see the videos, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll just quickly go over that. Okay, this first guy, July 1st, Ronnie Pincer. he is the king of Hangouts. He's the best guy in the web, and I
Okay.
had a hangout with him, talking about how we can integrate Hangouts into medicine, essentially, and to conferences like we're doing. The
Yeah.
next one was the future of wearable tech. This Paul Sotek, he is the leader of the surgeon,
Hmm.
and he's going to be happy to meet you uh,
Okay.
because he's going to be doing videos. He's doing what he wants to do exactly what you are doing
Okay.
of essentially streaming videos, and he'll be a source of videos
Yeah.
because he too wants to make money,
Hmm.
and he wants to get a source to make, and he's going to be glad that I ran into someone like you. Um,
Yeah.
okay, so and the next guy is a maxillofacial surgeon from Chile
Hmm.
who is this will all be new to him, but I'm sure he'll be willing, and he'll have less HIPAA rules to
Hmm.
obey,
Yeah.
essentially. Uh, and there's a hand surgeon that's part of the conference there, Dave Martineau,
Hmm.
and the next gentleman is a guy that does live streaming.
Okay.
Next guy's an OB-GYN guy from Baltimore. Your part of town, I think no, he's from New York, actually.
Okay.
The next people are from Spain because Spain is amazingly strong in Google Glass. I was surprised.
Really? Okay.
They're amazingly strong. So that's in Spanish. You don't understand Spanish, right?
Uh, no, very little.
Okay. Well, the next couple are in Spanish. The next three are in Spanish. So you can skip those. One of these guys is a big app guy in Spain,
Okay.
and the next guy is an orthopedic surgeon from Spain that's done a lot of Hangouts.
Hmm.
He's one of the leaders, actually. The next guy, this guy's a genius. He's a programmer from Austin, Texas. He's the one that did the Pristine app for streaming HIPAA compliant videos in the
Okay.
OR. He's
Okay.
been everywhere. He's been to Brown. He's been to UC at Irvine. He's been
Hmm.
everywhere. He's been everywhere.
Yeah.
Uh, he's going to speak at the conference. The next gentleman's from your area, like I said, your area of the woods, Baltimore. He does interventional cardiologist that does glass in the interventional cardiology suites.
Yeah.
Prashant is a neurosurgeon um, that's pretty tech smart. He's going to be around for a while.
Hmm.
He's in our corner. He's going to be a guy that's going to be active on the community.
Okay.
Ned Sahan, he's a neuroscientist from Boston. He's an active guy. He's real busy. Peter Chai, he's a couple of docs from Brown. We just got to let them know there's a community page. Now all these people, we've got to let know that hey, she has a community, surgical, but it's really not active,
Okay.
and it's just surgery.
Okay.
Because and also well we could keep that open. Maybe we could work with her doing her surgery page, but mine's going to be medicine. It's going to be everything because
Okay.
you're going to see Neb. It's more than just surgery. It's lots of areas of medicine that are going to be active in it. But we'll
Yeah.
figure it out as we go along.
Hmm.
The next guy is OB-GYN. He does medical simulation for Google Glass. Next guy's an ankle surgeon.
Yeah.
Next guy's an anesthesiologist. This guy's a simulation. Warren Whiteman, he's the biggest medical educator in the United States. He changed the
Okay.
medical curriculum to be iPad based at UC of Irvine. Now,
I saw that one. Yeah.
what school are you going to?
Mount Sinai.
Oh, in New York?
Right.
Okay. Well, I don't know if they're iPad. Are they iPad based
I don't think so. I don't think they are.
Okay. Well, they may have some iPad based courses,
Hmm.
but you're probably going to see the effect of his influence where he changed it, and you're going to see a lot of tech in medical school, a lot more than I saw. I didn't see any, obviously, 30 years ago, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
next guy is a really unusual guy. He's a doctor. He's also an industrial designer. So
Okay.
he's done some amazing. He's going to do some amazing stuff because every specialty is going to have their own way of, making a different design for
Right.
their Google Glass is not going to stay the same size. It's going to be completely different every area of medicine that it impacts.
Hmm. Hmm.
So Okay, that's enough of me talking. So tell me how you came upon all of it. You just had some time to kill, and you just
Yeah,
wanted to get into web development.
yeah. So I mean, I've always kind of been curious about it, and I worked on it with a friend on a small project before, and he taught himself basic web development, and I was kind of, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool that he was able to do that in such a short time. And I was, I wanted to learn myself, so I finally found some time to, dedicate to learning it. I mean, I'm in no means an expert. I'm still really, a novice at this, but
Well,
I was able to get
but
to.
you must have known the basics to start when you started, right? Of
Sorry.
HTML.
I mean, yeah, I knew very basic things, HTML and CSS and just barely JavaScript. And then I took a computer science class in Java, so I got more comfortable with actual programming, and then came back to try to learn like full stack with Node. So I'm able to, do some really basic prototyping. And for the purposes of the idea that I had, this is something that's I think within my ability level. So I've been able to kind of put together a pretty basic prototype. I'm hopefully within the next couple of days have something done that I can ship and start, having people try it out and test it. And the idea really just kind of this summer has been really big for wearable tech, and I've just kind of been watching that trend kind of develop. And I'm interested in surgery possibly as like as I kind of go into medical school. I'm not sure what I want to specialize in for sure, but I think I might want to do surgery. So I was thinking if I could build something health related, like healthcare, medicine related, by the end of the summer. That was kind of a goal of mine. So this is kind of what I'm trying to do at this point.
Yeah, that's. I guess you got a template for the website, right?
Well, so for the website that you saw, or
Yeah, the way. Yeah, the it's a nice website you have.
thanks. Yeah. I made that I made that using Bootstrap. So
Oh, okay. Well, that's one area I don't know, but it's
okay.
a good looking website, and
Thanks.
that's the website up to the website of today. You know, I
Yeah.
build old ones, HTML, the old style, and actually I got a WordPress template which I use, and
Okay.
it makes me look like a developer. 'Cause, people ask me, "Oh, you know code," but I don't know code. I just plug it
Yeah.
in to the
Right.
WordPress,
Sure.
and it makes you look good. And that's what hey, let me give you the website, and you can look at this website now, and I'll
Okay.
explain another aspect of what I'm doing. Okay, you see the Glass Agora?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I'll go to it. I'll go through it
Okay.
essentially.
Oh, I was doing Agola. It's Agora. Okay.
Agora, yeah, Agora in ancient Greece was a meeting place,
Okay.
and that's a template that I got. That I
Ah, I
got
see.
to you see it, and I just plugged it in. It makes me look like I know what I'm doing, but I don't, as far as
That's
that.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but the concept is, and you seem to understand concepts, um, is that in Node, I mean, this now is the time for medicine to collaborate with app developers, with people that know how to develop apps in
Yeah.
medicine.
Right.
Because what I've seen the last couple of weeks is that it's going to explode in every area of medicine,
Mhm.
and that nowhere is needed a closer collaboration between doctors and programmers. And I hope to provide the place here at the Glass Agora, where
Yeah.
developers will meet with doctors in Hangouts like we're doing now, and they'll be
Mhm.
able to brainstorm. The doctors will be able to say, "Look, I need this."
Yeah.
Programmers will be able to say, "No, you can't do that. Is
Mhm.
screen share something else." So you know what I mean? They can work
Yeah.
very very easily because you're going to see when you deal with doctors, there's a big huge time constraint, and you got to make it most effective and
Yeah.
quick, efficient. Hangouts dynamite. It's the best tech to use.
Yeah.
It beats going to their office. Because if I'm sitting down next to you in your office, I'm gonna have to explain things on the net, and I have to whip out my laptop, and you have
Yeah.
to. But this is the way to meet and to develop this tech,
Yeah.
and And you're going to see also when you meet doctors now that everyone has an idea about an app.
Right.
So this is a natural thing to develop, a Glass Agora. And I've already, the last 2 weeks, I have a web developer from LA, Robert Schmidt. He loved it.
Okay.
He came on, and we had a neurosurgeon from Temple, Vashad. We had Paul, the trauma surgeon from Indianapolis. We had an app developer that is one of the Google pioneers. Her name is Cecilia Abadi. She happened to drop in.
Okay.
And when one developer saw that she dropped in, his jaw dropped. I didn't see it, but I'm sure it did. That she recognizes the Glass platform as far as a good way to meet doctors. So I think this concept is going to fly also. But it all comes. I mean, we're all going to benefit if we develop that community. It's all going to come from the community. This will come from the community. I'll be able to put, okay, there's going to be a Glass Agora meeting at this time with this developer or whatever. That's where it's going to spring from, because you're going to see on the internet it's hard to get things going if you just bombard people with emails. Stuff. But if you engage them personally, like I'm engaging you, do you know how much time we've saved just by talking to each other?
Right. Yeah.
We've saved weeks of trading emails, of trying to explain, what we're talking about, and etc. So that it facilitates communication. It's going to facilitate things getting done. It makes things more efficient. That's why I love the platform. And when I go up to Indianapolis, I'm going to know probably dozens of people because I've had hangouts with them. And that's basically my concept behind doing the hangouts before the conference, because it starts engagement. It starts the dialogue. So I'm going to be shaking someone's hand and saying, Kyle, I've seen, love the work you did. Remember what we said about, and I'll be able to say, Brian, how's it going? I never met you before. So I've already know them by the time I come to the conference. And that's the concept I want to tell people that are having conferences. I'm going to say, hey, we're going to bring people to your conference. They're going to know each other. They've already engaged. They've already got the buzz going. And the doors flying. So that's why I think that concept will work. But you're going to see, we got to make some money on, and this is going to be a way to make money to fund our longer range ideas of your ideas of the education. You and I can educate people till we die of poverty. That's how it is. No, that's how it is. I'm saving you years of work to figure that out. There's a doctor from Australia, Mike Cadigan, who is one of the tops in the world. He has like 40,000 Twitter followers. 50,000. Let me give you his name. You can Google him. He is a leader in a movement called FOAM, Free Open Access Medicine. And he actually stopped answering my email because he's so tired of my bullshitting about how great this is going to be. But he's the kind of guy that he said to me the last time I talked to him. He said, my kids come to me and say, Daddy, you spend so much time at the computer. How come you don't make any money? This guy's tops in the world. But does that translate to making money? No. No, because I want to make money. And I have to make money to continue my concept. And you're going to see that too. The education's great, and we could be the best in the world. But we got to find a way to monetize it, to make some money, so that we can spend time, so we can hire developers, we can hire promoters. Otherwise, you and I will be toiling. I'll be toiling till I die, and you'll be toiling for years.
Yeah.
We got to figure a way. But I think the conference way is the way for us to go. And I think I would like to put money in your pocket. Um, and wherever you're at, New York or wherever you're going to be at, it
Hmm.
won't be hard to do for me to say,
Okay.
hey, look, Neb, there's a conference wherever.
Hmm.
Just go and set up the tripod and the iPhone,
Yeah.
and or maybe have someone that you've hired locally to do it
Yeah.
that that can do it, and you be the brains behind the New York operation, and you could be televising conferences. I mean, and you could spin this off into other conferences too.
Hmm.
Uh, but of course, for me, it's I can get to a certain level being an MD, and you're going to see that too. That
Yeah.
the door opens to you and to me because you're an MD.
Right.
The door will open, but we got to bring something that's going to bring them value, and then
Right.
they'll continue. They'll continue. I've gone to the highest levels in New York, matter of fact, with a company. Yeah, I'm going to show you this company.
Hmm.
It's a huge. It's a huge. Let me share the screen with you here.
Okay.
Okay, this is not the only company, but did you get that?
I don't. Think I found it. I googled it. Okay. Yeah. Information Management Network. Is that the one?
What is it? What is it?
Information Management Network.
Let's see. Let me see if I got that. Hold on. Is that your dog?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's one of the many conference companies out there.
Okay.
But I went pretty far up in the hierarchy talking to people about this concept.
Yeah.
So in other words, it's interesting to them. Of course, it's interesting to them because nowadays there's going to be and it's not limited. I mean, anyone can do it. It's not. I know. I'm not. Don't think that I'm the only guy that's going to do it. There's lots of guys doing it. But
Yeah.
the advantage I have is internetmedicine.com website, and I'm an MD. That's the
Right.
only advantages I have because
Yeah.
any Tom, Dick, or Harry can do the same thing, but they're
Right.
going to have a hard time getting into the medical doors, the medical conferences.
Yeah.
They may get in eventually, but it's hard getting in there.
Right.
Also, once they get in there, it's going to be hard for them to build a community of people in that medical niche because you're going to see, and which I saw, I had 3 weeks of dynamite hangouts, but I wouldn't have got very far unless I was an MD
Yeah.
and went on the hangouts with the people and engaged in useful dialogue with them.
Right.
And that's where the value comes. I was able to talk to them about, surgical exposure and scrubbing in, breaking
Yeah.
scrub, and you can't get a civilian to do that. They
Right.
don't know
Yeah.
how to do it. They don't know how to do that. So
Mhm.
that's a niche that I'm going after. I'm not
Yeah.
going after the real estate niche. I wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Maybe after I got the medical niche, but
Yeah.
first I'm going to work with something that's a very big market, and
Right.
I think it's very doable, and it's going to put money in my pocket, maybe yours, and the tech is, you've seen it, the tech is there. You understand
Yeah.
it. You
Right.
understand it. You understand the fact that people want video. It's easily done. And I
Yeah.
see now that you can, tonight see now that you can do it on a damn iPhone. I didn't
Right.
realize that. I thought you had to have something more special.
Yeah.
But man, that's going to freak people out at the conference when they see a tripod with an iPad up there.
Right.
I think it's going to freak them out.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
okay,
go ahead.
yeah. So, I mean, just for argument's sake, if it's
Yeah.
that simple, like, what's stopping someone else from doing it? If you can kind of like embed a hangout on a website,
Nothing, nothing,
Yeah.
nothing, nothing, and people will do that,
Right.
and because I don't own G Plus, I don't know an iPhone, people will do it, but
Yeah.
what I'm bringing them is Hangouts before the conference.
Mhm.
So most conferences, yeah, they'll do that. They'll look at me, they'll look at you, they'll say,
Mhm.
hell, next year I'm doing it myself. Yeah,
Yeah.
but but what I'm bringing them a special type of conference with Hangouts.
Yeah.
That's the only that's the only thing that makes it different.
Yeah.
Uh, because I think, sure, I think that probably 90% will say, hell, I can do that next year. Yeah, no problem. But they won't be able to organize the Hangouts. They will
Right.
not be able to do that. They won't be able to get inside the medical community. Maybe they'll figure out how to do that, but it'll take them years to get it going. And
Okay.
hopefully by then, internet medicine will be the place to go to for conferences.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because another thing that I'll hopefully have in my favor is that if I can get in the ground floor and start it, so that people know that that's the place to go to for conferences, for
Yeah.
medical conferences that you want to see virtually.
Yeah.
Uh, because I want to be able to tell, and that's another way mine will be different. Okay, suppose we build this Google Glass community and Google Glass and Medicine community. Uh, we'll go to a conference, say this watch conference, and we'll say, hey, look, there's a lot of people. We have a community, an active community in Google Glass and Medicine. People of all specialties. They really can't go to your conference. They can't, but they want to see it virtually. So
Yeah.
why don't we do this? Why don't we or you televise it, have Hangouts and televise it live, and we'll put this live stream on our community, and we'll charge $400.
Yeah.
You get 200, we get 200. So we televise the conference virtually,
Mhm.
but only through our community. You can't go. I mean, they have to pay money to get into that page of the community because there's ways to monetize pages.
Yeah.
That
Right.
they can monetize it where they have to pay a fee to get in there, and then once they pay their fee, they're able to see that Google Glass and Medicine
Mhm.
conference or
Right.
the one presentation they want to see.
Right.
Uh, so that it is mon and why would they go to our page? Because the other people they have to build. You know how long it would take them to build that Google Glass and Medicine community? First of
Mhm.
all, they wouldn't be able to do it because they don't
Yeah.
have MDs. They don't know how to interact with other physicians. They haven't spent time in building that community. That's why it's going to be hard for other medical people to get out of the gate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that got
Right.
that. Okay, suppose this conference in Indianapolis next year. Next year they say, hell, we're gonna televise this on the internet.
Mhm.
Who's gonna watch it? How
Yeah.
are they gonna publicize it?
Right.
They won't have a full-time guy like me to do it for months and months. They won't.
Yeah.
Whereas we can go to them and we say, hey, we got the community. Some of them may want to come to your conference virtually.
Right.
We already have the community built. And
Mhm.
it's going to be the same way with any other community in medicine. Okay,
Mhm.
suppose a cardiology community, okay?
Right.
We will have already built up a cardiology community on G Plus that we're able to go to the cardiology people and say, hey, we've already got the community that may have an interest in coming to your conference virtually. Whereas if they did it
Yeah.
themselves and they said, hell, I'm going to put an iPad on the stage, yeah, they're going to do that, but who's going to watch it? Who's going to pay money to see it? They won't have time to build a community. It'll take them
Yeah.
a year to
Right.
build it. So you see the advantage.
Oh,
So
one second. One second. I gotta get my batteries down. Grab my cord.
yeah,
One
okay.
sec.
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah,
about that. Continue.
yeah. So essentially, that kind of answers your question. Why can't anyone stick an iPad up there, iPod, excuse me, iPhone and a tripod and say, "Hey, we're going to do it." Yeah, they can do it, but they're going to have a hard time reaching people
Yeah.
to do it. A
Right.
harder time than reaching a niche audience.
Yeah.
Uh, they may reach them, but I think that if you have it already established and then offered as a, oh, there's a presentation by Dr. John Bennett
Hmm.
on social media in medicine. You pay $100 to see the one presentation. I think it's a possible monetizing stream.
Yeah.
But the tech is there today, and of course, there's no lock on it. But we have a head start, and
Yeah.
maybe we can take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So there's a hey, listen. There's a hangout at 9 if you want to come to it. I put you in the panel. You want to come to it?
Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah. I'll be up for that.
Okay. In the meantime, you need to do your homework so you can ask good questions to this guy because I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Oh, you want me to be on the panel? I don't know if I want to be on the panel, but I'll watch it.
No. Please be in the panel. You could be a medical student. It would be an asset. No, and just ask questions that a medical student would ask. Because he's the guy. His name is Jourdain Schlain. He has a
Yeah.
big company in California that has a. Let me give you his name here,
Hmm.
and you can actually help me because I'm not going to have a lot of questions from this guy. And let me give the name of his company
Hmm.
that has a program that keeps patients in contact with the doctor when they're
Yeah.
not in the office. It's a great concept. And apparently investors think so too. That just gave him $10 million.
Okay. Let's see here. Health Loop.
Yep, that's his. Okay, that's him. Okay, well, you know what you're doing on the internet. Just
Hmm.
Google him, learn about him, get some questions that you might want to ask him. And you don't have to say a thing. You can just keep quiet and ask one question. I don't care. But it would help me if you came. Uh,
I really appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna pass. But
okay. All right,
I'll
whatever.
definitely catch up with it later, though. This is
Okay,
interesting.
well, you can watch it on the webpage. And I tell
Yeah.
you what,
Are you streaming it? Are you gonna stream it?
yeah, I'm going to stream it, and I want you to tweet questions.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I could do that.
Because on that page you have the option to tweet questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can tweet. If you have tweet them, and I'll get to them, and I'll try to bring them to them, and
Okay.
and you'll see how that works. I did it with some students in India. I had
Yeah.
a cancer doctor that did a hangout, and we had 40 students tweeting. They were on
Okay.
the panel. They were just watching it, like you'll be.
Yeah.
So that concept is something I did, but I think that'll work too.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, maybe we can chat later or tomorrow. Tomorrow you gonna be around?
Tomorrow's gonna be kind of crazy, but let's see. Probably tomorrow evening. Is that possible?
Okay. Well, I'll get in touch with you. Yeah, I may be in Indianapolis, but I'll get in touch with you. It's
Okay.
it's possible that maybe you can get involved as a medical student at the conference. I don't know.
Mhm.
Or maybe there's something you can do behind the scenes for me. You know what I mean? That you can do stuff. Well, do you know Hangouts very well?
I mean, I haven't used all the different tools. I mean, I'm relatively familiar with it, but yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. We'll just keep in touch, and because I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. This is the first conference I've done with the
Yeah.
Hangout in hand and with the iPhone. So who knows what's going to happen?
Right. Yeah.
I think we're going to be interviewing a lot of people at the conference with the iPhone, the
Okay.
tripod,
Yeah.
and I don't know. We may need some help doing something remotely. I
Mm.
don't know. Maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe we can do it all from there.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my laptop, and I've got to get out of the space constraint because really this tech is so huge. that it comes down to an iPhone and a laptop. You can televise anything anywhere in the world.
Right. Yeah.
It's mind blowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's mind blowing, and I'm just trying to wrap my mind around it. And it's
Right.
going to blow people's minds too when they see it on the stage.
Right.
They're going to, what the hell is that iPhone doing on the stage? They're
Yeah.
going to see that, and it's going to be mind blowing. But anyways, okay. I'm glad to meet you, and we'll keep in touch and email me with stuff, and tweet. Please tweet at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Okay. All right. And who am I tweeting to?
Well,
Is there...
it's just general questions. You're going to be watching the presentation.
Yeah.
So
what tag do I use for it? Is there a tag I use to tweet to it, or?
No. We'll go to the board right now. Let me show you. It's just it's going to ask for permission to use a Twitter account.
Okay.
It's a good program. It's no problem.
I have to do it straight from the page. Okay.
Yeah, straight from the page. I'm going to bring you there. Let me show you.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be fairly straightforward because the typical person that is coming to these in the future won't be too tech smart.
Okay.
We'll just say go to this page and watch the video, and they're going to go to this page and not have to have a complicated URL, like how sometimes. Am I sharing that screen or no?
I'm not seeing it yet.
Okay, let me show you. Okay, they're going to go to this screen.
Okay.
Okay, now you're going to tweet. You're going to compose tweet. See it here, compose.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, I'll go through it right now. Matter of fact, to show you what it takes. It's going to ask. Okay, it accessed my Twitter account.
Right.
But the first time it's going to say, "Oh, do you grant access to this program, TWUBS?" It's a good program. It's secure. Just say yes, and then essentially you tweet, or you can tweet with the hashtag Glass and Medicine.
Okay, Glass and Medicine.
It brings you right onto the board. So that's how you tweet essentially.
Yep.
And
okay.
Okay, great. Okay, let me get back to arranging stuff and calling people. I got to call Paul and Indy because he doesn't know I'm going to show up with an iPhone. He thinks we have to rent equipment. Yeah, this is going to blow his mind.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, the University of Indiana, they have their own. They're going to televise it. They have a wired cameras and all other stuff, and they have a desktop built into the podium. So they have it down.
Okay.
But I want to show that you can do it simply with little amount of machinery, and I won't be able to if I just show them the stream that they did. I'm really not bringing anything new. But if I show them a stream I did with a simple setup like that, it's going to be it's different, and the videos will be mine, my property, not the University of Indiana's property. So, all right, Neb.
All right.
We'll touch base later.
All right. Thanks a lot for having the hangout. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay. See you at 9.
Later.